The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Mike Evans.
Evans makes the catch.
Odell Beckham.
Oh my goodness.
Brandin Cooks.
Oh, it's caught.
Sammy Watkins.
Davante Adams.
Allen Robinson.
Jarvis Landry.
Kelvin Benjamin.
One of the greatest collections of wide receivers in a single draft class, this 2014 group had it all. Size, speed, hands, and a knack for giving NFL fans the greatest highlights imaginable.
You have got to be kidding me.
Blue chippers from all over the country converged at Radio City Music Hall for the 79th annual NFL Draft.
The 2014 NFL Draft is officially open.
So who is the top wideout from this standout class? We'll call it a toss-up because you could make a strong case for either Mike Evans or Davante Adams. They each caught passes from future top draft picks in college. Adams played with Derek Carr at Fresno State, while Evans and Johnny Manziel were paired up at Texas A&M. There's no doubt the Packers got the better value.
The Green Bay Packers select Davante Adams, wide receiver, Fresno State.
New toy for Aaron Rodgers.
If I'm that young man, I'm going to attach myself to the hip of Aaron Rodgers, and I'm not going to let him out of my sight.
Adams joined Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb in a loaded wide receiver room. While he struggled to lift off in his first campaign, the rookie made one of the biggest plays of the Packers postseason.
Looks, throws the left side, Davante Adams leaping, breaks the tackle, 50, 45, 40, cutting it back, he's inside the Dallas 35, first down, Green Bay Packers.
And that's why Ted Thompson drafts receivers with good size.
Adams finally broke out in year 3, hauling in 12 touchdowns as Green Bay made another deep playoff run. He quickly became Aaron Rodgers' top target, leading the pack in receiving yards every season from 2017 to 2021. Adams tied a franchise single-season record with 18 touchdown catches in 2020. In fact, no receiver in the league had more scores from 2018 to 2023.
That's another rookie, Xavier Woods. This one, Adams, touchdown! Deep drop by Rodgers, and a long throw is pulled in by Adams sooner or later. It's from the 25 of Cleveland. Williams the lone back. Quick toss, Adams left side, spins loose, got the first down, to the end zone for the touchdown, and the Packers have won.
Adams was traded to Las Vegas in 2022, reuniting with his college quarterback. He put up over 1,500 yards and 14 touchdowns in his first season there.
Back to pass, loads up, fires, far sideline. Adams fighting for it, makes the grab at the 38 on the far sideline.
Through 2023, no player from the 14 class has more career catches or touchdowns.
With the 7th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Mike Evans, wide receiver, Texas A&M.
But Evans is right on his heels. The big man has secured 94 touchdowns of his own over a superb 10-year career thus far. The former Aggie is one of 3 players in NFL history with 10 seasons of 1,000 receiving yards. The other 2, Jerry Rice and Randy Moss.
Winston. Wow, there's that one-handed catch. What a grab.
Odell Beckham would be proud of that one. Holy cow, what a catch.
Evans is the only player in league history to start his career with 10 straight 1,000-yard seasons. He leads all NFL players in receiving yards since 2014, and the 5-time Pro Bowler has hauled in at least 65 catches in every season he's played. Evans is one of the game's best downfield threats as well, with 38 career receptions of 40-plus yards. While he didn't have the team's success early on, that all changed when TB12 became a buck.
Here's the snap on 3rd and 7. Brady has all kinds of time. Throws toward the end zone. It is a caught ball. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, Mike Evans.
Evans has been a scoring machine throughout his time in the league, 5 seasons with at least 12 touchdowns. He reached the mountaintop in 2020, winning Super Bowl 55 in his home stadium.
Big man, I love you. Greatest all time, man. I love you, man. Love you, Thank you so much. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. We're going to do it again. Yeah.
With the 20th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Brandin Cooks.
He is going to make an impact on that team.
And this guy can run. You remember Antonio Brown?
Oh, yeah, we remember him.
And that's exactly who this guy reminds me of.
Undersized, sure, but Brandin Cooks was ready for the next level. Paired with Drew Brees in a pass-happy New Orleans offense, the former Oregon State Beaver was a home run threat in the Big Easy.
Breeze on the run. Brandin Cooks. It's going to be 98 yards for a touchdown.
That was the longest play from scrimmage in Saints history. Cooks had 20 touchdowns in his first 3 seasons to go along with almost 3,000 receiving yards. One of the most consistent wideouts of his era, Cooks' career is probably best known for a never-ending change of scenery.
The Patriots trading for Saints receiver Brandin Cooks.
Brady, pump. Brady rifles to the corner. Oh, it's caught!
Brandin Cooks, who went from New Orleans to New England, is now headed from New England to the Los Angeles Rams.
First down, LA going for the whole thing. Cooks. Touchdown!
The Texans, Ian, making some moves.
They got Brandin Cooks from the Los Angeles Rams.
Houston quick throw left side. Cooks has the first down and more up the sideline. Cooks off to the races. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Rock and roll.
The Texans have dealt wide receiver Brandin Cooks to the Cowboys.
Going for the big ball. Wide open. Touchdown! Brandin Cooks.
From this elite 2014 class, only Adams and Evans have gained more yards than Cooks. Through his first 10 seasons, Cooks has suited up for 5 different teams. He's played in 2 Super Bowls and had a 1,000-yard season with 4 different teams. Yet despite all that, Cooks has never made a Pro Bowl.
With the 12th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Odell Beckham.
This kid had 5 games over 100 yards, 5'11", 198, 4'4", 40, 38.5-inch vert. I mean, he's got all the measurables, but I also think, Michael, he's one of the best route runners in this draft.
The G-men found themselves a highlight machine at the 12 spot. LSU's Odell Beckham missed the first 4 games of his NFL career, but more than made up for it when he returned from injury.
Is the running back. Play action. And Manning's going to heave one. There's a flag. Beckham, a one-handed catch. How in the world?
Oh, my. You have to be kidding me. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
It's known as one of the greatest catches in NFL history, and we challenge you to find a better one. Beckham's debut campaign was one for the ages. He led the league with 108.8 receiving yards per game and won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Was it a flash in the pan? Not even close, as OBJ would earn Pro Bowl selections in each of his first 3 seasons.
Manning fires downfield. How about that catch? What a catch! How about that catch by Beckham?
Odell Beckham Jr. makes a diving catch in the end zone. Touchdown Giants!
Manning on the slant. Beckham! Touchdown!
At that time, Beckham racked up the 2nd most receiving yards through any player's first 3 seasons. He had a rare gift of making impossible catches look simple. Beckham was eventually traded to Cleveland, where he produced another 1,000-yard season in 2019. He tore his ACL in a bittersweet Super Bowl 56, but not before helping the Rams capture the Lombardi Trophy.
Stafford going to the end zone, reaching up and making the grab. Odell Beckham Jr.
The Pro Bowl receiver has since played with the Ravens, helping Baltimore earn the AFC's top seed in 2023. From one Tiger to another, Beckham's LSU teammate was selected 1 round later.
With the 63rd pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jarvis Landry.
The 10 players that I love in the draft, this is one of them. I love the opportunity he's going to have in Miami. He's the toughest wide receiver, and I say physically toughest wide receiver in this draft.
All Jarvis Landry did was catch the ball. The 2nd-round pick had 564 receptions through his first 6 seasons, most of any player in NFL history. Landry amassed over 1,900 all-purpose yards both in years 1 and 2 and made the Pro Bowl in 5 straight seasons from 2015 to 2019. His 112 catches in 2017 were tops in the league, and he recorded 1,100 receiving yards in 3 different seasons, including with Cleveland in 2019, where he reunited with his LSU teammate. In 2020, Landry helped the Browns win their first playoff game in 26 years.
Quick throw, caught over the middle by Landry. Jarvis Landry inside the 10, and Jarvis Landry has a touchdown.
Sadly, an ankle injury halted his career in 2022. Landry hasn't played since that season.
And with the 61st pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Allen Robinson, wide receiver, Penn State.
How many times have we had the conversation that you have to support a young quarterback? And part of that is with an offensive line, and part of it is with weapons.
Jacksonville was firmly in rebuild mode when they went all in on the passing game at the 2014 draft. After selecting Blake Bortles 3rd overall, the Jags took USC wideout Marquise Lee 39th, then finished up with Allen Robinson at number 61. The Penn State product had his rookie season cut short by a foot injury, but he exploded in year 2.
And Bortles back to work. He's looking for the home run ball. Bortles going up top. Robinson is there. Caught! Allen Robinson!
Time. Running out of time now. Going deep down the field. Pulled in at the 45 by Allen Robinson.
To Yeldon. He has time. Launches it deep to the near side. Pass is complete. A diving grab by Allen Robinson.
Put one in here quickly. They've got a chance. That throw, end zone, cut. Robinson for the touchdown.
First and 20. Bortles to the air this time. Down the sideline for Robinson. He's got it. It's a foot race. Robinson and Browner. And it's Robinson who wins it. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
1,400 receiving yards and his 14 touchdown catches in 2015 were tied for most in the league. That's still a franchise record, by the way. Robinson averaged just under 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns per season in his first 3 years in the league, but that was that in Duval. He tore his ACL in the first week of the 2017 season and would go on to sign a free agent deal with the Bears.
Daniel with the fade. Robinson, touchdown.
Fails to get it done. Falls to the end zone. He's got a man. Caught for the touchdown, Robinson.
From 2019 to 2020, Robinson was just one of 4 players in the NFL with at least 200 catches. He had over 3,000 receiving yards in his first 3 seasons with Chicago. Robinson has since made appearances with the Rams in 2022 and Steelers in 2023.
The Buffalo Bills have just struck a trade for the number 4 overall pick with the Cleveland Browns.
The Buffalo Bills select Sammy Watkins.
The Bills took a swing on Sammy Watkins, and it paid off, well, at least for the first couple seasons. The former Clemson Tiger totaled over 2,000 receiving yards and 15 scores from 2014 to 2015.
Bills at the Dolphins 44, the snap. Taylor looks, has lots of time, going down the sideline looking for Sammy. Sammy in the end zone, got it! Got it! Got it! Sammy Watkins, touchdown Buffalo!
Watkins was never short on talent, it was injuries that often held him back. He suited up for 5 teams in his first 9 years in the league and only played 1 full 16-game season. But like Evans and Beckham, Watkins can say he's a Super Bowl champ, helping Kansas City in a miraculous 2019 playoff run.
Twist motion by the Titans with defensive pressure, but Mahomes has time here. He throws it long. He's got a man in the middle of the field. Watkins, 15, 10, 5, angling left. Touchdown, Kansas City.
The Cardinals found a hidden gem with the 91st pick. John Brown out of Pittsburgh State used his blazing speed to make a name for himself as a rookie.
Going deep for Brown. John Brown. He's going to have a Cardinal touchdown.
Brown followed that up with over 1,000 receiving yards in 2015.
He steps away from the heat, and on the run he finds John Brown. Gets out of a tackle from Munderland, and he's going to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
His 7 touchdowns that year were a career high. Brown went on to Buffalo after that, where he produced another 1,000-yard season in 2019.
I'm guessing. 2nd and 13. Allen deep drop. Hit as he throws it downfield for Brown. Who's got it? John Brown breaks free and scores. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Jordan Matthews found some success in Philly early in his career. Matthews was taken in round 2 of the 2014 draft. He was second on the team in catches, yards, and touchdowns as a rookie.
Not a horse collar, good no call. Pass end zone, there he is! He's got 2!
Matthews had at least 60 catches, 800 receiving yards in each of his first 3 seasons, not to mention 16 total scores in years 1 and 2.
Steps up, he fires, it's complete, across the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown! Jordan Matthews, the Eagles win!
Matthews was traded to Buffalo after his 3rd season, but couldn't replicate that production.
Here's the snap. Winston rolling right. Throws the pass on the other. It's caught! It's caught! Touchdown official! Kelvin Benjamin!
Florida State's Kelvin Benjamin had a nice few months in early 2014. After catching the game-winning touchdown in the national title game, the big receiver was taken in the 1st round by Carolina. The Panthers wanted a young target for Cam Newton, and Benjamin delivered early.
Cam Newton, sideline, Benjamin. Did he make that catch? He got his hands on it, and yes, the official says his feet were in.
Newton pulls the trigger on a deep ball.
It's caught! Oh, what a grab by Benjamin!
Right between Sherman and Thomas, 2 of the best. Going for the end zone, and here come the flags. Kelvin Benjamin. He made that catch somehow. Longest run this season, 15 yards. Looking for Benjamin. And it is a touchdown! A juggling reception.
He had a franchise rookie record 1,008 receiving yards in 2014 to go along with 9 scores. After tearing his ACL prior to his 2nd year, Benjamin came back with another solid campaign in 2016, 16 total touchdowns for Benjamin in his first 2 full seasons. So we mentioned Watkins earlier, but do you remember his Clemson teammate who went in round 4? Martavis Bryant had 15 touchdowns through his first 2 seasons, 4 of which came from at least 60 yards. He gave us one of the all-time crazy playoff catches in the 2015 wild card.
From the gun, Roethlisberger, end zone bound. It is a touchdown. Martavis Bryant. This is an amazing acrobatic effort from behind and a flip.
Bryant had unreal talent, but off-the-field issues derailed his career. He was suspended multiple times throughout his career for substance abuse. While Bryant's wild card catch was superb, this one from fellow 2014 wideout Paul Richardson was just as sensational.
Paul Richardson makes the catch for a touchdown! Holy mackerel! What a catch! One hand reaching around the defender Wilson.
And while we're on the topic of elite postseason play, we should mention 2014 7th round pick Jeff Janis. He had a total of 4 career catches entering the 2015 divisional round in Arizona, yet in the final seconds of a thriller, the unknown receiver delivered back-to-back improbable conversions.
He rainbows left side for Janis.
Yes!
Yes! At the 35-yard line of Arizona.
Rodgers is going to roll away, throws it up in the air, says a prayer, and Janis does he
stop it!
Oh, please!
What a catch!
That's insane!
Can you believe it? Unbelievable! Believe it!
Not bad for a kid out of Saginaw Valley State. Taking a look at this wide receiver class from a big picture perspective, is 2014 the best ever? It may be in the conversation, but we're not ready to go that far. While there are studs galore still dominating to this day, we have to show respect to those that came before.
Gonna go deep down the far sideline. It is caught! Touchdown! Steve Smith!
The 2001 draft featured Steve Smith and Reggie Wayne, both currently ranked top 10 in all-time receiving yards. A Hall of Fame door knock should be coming soon for each. But that's not all. Chad Johnson entertained us for a decade. Santana Moss is the 4th member of the 10,000-yard club from this class alone. And don't forget Chris Chambers, a Pro Bowler with the Dolphins.
Norm Van Brocklin drops back, throws an arching pass upfield. Reggie Tom Fears gathers it in on the dead run and races all the way to score for Los Angeles.
Let's travel way back. In 1945, the Rams drafted 2 future Hall of Famers in Tom Fears and Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch. They led LA to an NFL title in 1951. Before he was selected by the Eagles, Pete Pios was an Army lieutenant in World War II. He went on to be named All-Pro 5 times, winning 2 league championships.
Namath dropping back to pass. He is looking, he is going to throw long for Don Maynard. And Maynard makes the catch down in the 10, and he is dumped out of bounds on the 8-yard line. A great over-the-shoulder catch, Don Maynard against George Atkinson.
Don Maynard in the class of 1957 should be up there among all-time greats. The former Jet was one of the AFL's elite pass catchers and won Super Bowl III with New York. Tommy McDonald picked up where Pios left off in Philly. He made 6 Pro Bowls and went on to Canton. Jimmy Orr averaged 20 yards per catch over his 13-year career. And Del Schaffner was a 5-time All-Pro with the Rams and Giants.
Meredith finds Hayes open on a slant, and Bob turns on the afterburner.
The 1964 draft was loaded with star receivers. Bullet Bob Hayes went from winning gold medals to Super Bowls. The former Olympic sprinter is known as one of the fastest players in history. Hall of Famer Charlie Taylor could do it all, over 10,000 yards from scrimmage and 90 career touchdowns. Paul Warfield won an NFL championship as a Browns rookie, then 2 Super Bowls later with Miami. And Dave Parks won the receiving Triple Crown in 1965, pacing the league in catches, yards, and touchdowns.
Is trailing him, and they're gonna go his way, and he did it! The record! He did it! Jerry Rice is just unstoppable.
Anytime you have the GOAT in your draft class, you know it's a good one. First-round pick Jerry Rice was named All-Pro 10 times, won 3 Super Bowls, and owns every major receiving record in the sport. The 85 draft pool also featured Andre Reed, who made 7 straight Pro Bowls with the Bills. He was a huge part in Buffalo winning 4 straight AFC titles. And a quick shout out to Eric Martin, who retired as the Saints' all-time leader in catches, receiving yards, and touchdowns.
A pump and go.
Round 1 of the 1988 draft was full of elite receivers. The Playmaker won 3 Super Bowls in Dallas. Michael Irvin was the 11th pick and went on to become the greatest wideout in franchise history. Fellow Hall of Famer and 6th overall pick Tim Brown had 1,000 receiving yards in every season from 1993 to 2001. Sterling Sharp was taken 1 pick later. He was on his way to Canton had it not been for a career-ending injury. And finally, Anthony Miller, the 15th overall pick, made 5 Pro Bowls with the Chargers and Broncos.
3-man rush, and Young stumbles on the way back and fires up the middle. Pass is caught by Owens. Owens made the catch. Oh,
Saved the best for last as we'll shed some light on the fantastic class of 1996. 2 Hall of Famers and a deep sea of pass catchers. Terrell Owens retired as the 2nd leading receiver in NFL history. Marvin Harrison averaged over 1,600 yards per season from 1999 to 2002. There was also 3-time Pro Bowler Keyshawn Johnson. Muhsin Muhammad, a supremely underrated player of that era. Eric Mould still holds the playoff single-game record for receiving yards. Amani Toomer was ultra consistent in 13 seasons with the G-Men. And Joe Horn remains the only player in NFL history to take a cell phone out from under the goalpost during a touchdown celebration.
There's a new one. He got his own phone. He hit his phone. He had his phone stashed in the end zone.
And if you want to project the next receiver class to be mentioned among all-time greats, look no further than 2020. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman Jr., and Brandon Ayuk all selected within the draft's first 34 picks. The future of the position is only getting brighter.